I know at the end of our Caleb Plant and Jamal Charlo segment, um, we talked a little bit about Edgar and you about to go all the way in. So you sparred
No,
Edgar Berlanga, right? I believe he's the headline, right, for this
yeah,
card that's coming up. He's going to be fighting Hamzah Sheeraz, who went the distance with Carlos Adames, and I believe it was a draw that they was scored a draw. So
yeah.
Carlos
Even though
got
I
to
thought
keep his title.
Carlos won.
But yeah, I thought Carlos won too. But um, so now he's going up to 168, big 160 pounder, makes sense, going to 168. Him and Edgar, right? I mean, this is his first fight at 168, if I'm not mistaken. So Edgar's been there a little bit. People's been kind of criticizing the type of opponents he's got, especially his last one. So
Oh my God, it was terrible.
does he beat the giant Hamzat?
No, I can't see it. I can't see it with that style he got. That kid Hamzak is really good, man. Like to fight Carlos Adames and fight Berlanga is like a step down in competition. Carlos Adames can crack. I sparred with him. He can crack, and he got one of them styles where you look like he easy work, but when you get in there with him, he do a lot of tricky stuff, man. Like a lot, and he can punch too, and he can punch, and he explodes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So for the kid, what's his name? Adam.
Hamzat.
Yeah, for him to stay focused for 12 rounds and not get clipped, that says a lot, man. And he was catching Carlos too with some shots. I just can't see Berlanga dealing with that level of competition.
I mean, you sparred Edgar and you sparred Carlos. So who hits harder between the two? I mean, people might assume Edgar because
Carlos.
of 168.
Carlos, hands down, it's not even close. Like, well, the thing is, Berlanga never really hit me clean. He never really hit me clean. I mean, he was hitting me on the shoulders and stuff. But yeah, I've been in there with Beater Beef, Kovalev. I've been in there with guys who really can bang. So him, I'm just like, oh, that's a like it was like it's just like a regular punch. It wasn't like, oh my God, it wasn't nothing like Carlos Adames can crack too, but it wasn't nothing. I'm like, oh my God, he can punch. He like, oh, that's a good punch. Like, that's a good punch.
But he punches harder than Edgar in this
He punches
sense.
harder than Edgar.
Like if let's just say Edgar's a 10, right? And I'm not saying he's a 10 on your scale, but if we just start Carlos is at 10, what would Edgar be?
Mm. I'll say if I gotta be fair, six.
Okay, so I mean, obviously cliche, every boxer has a puncher's chance, but the
Yeah.
six is respectable, right? That you can probably get damage off, right? If he lands it clean and
Yeah, if
flush.
you let yeah. But anybody can that's the case, anybody can hurt you. If anybody hits you clean, they can sleep you.
Well, I mean, there's some people that they claim that they can throw the kitchen sink and it's still like there's nothing there. So I mean, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever had someone throw like a haymaker and it felt like squeaky toys?
In the fight or in sparring.
I mean, both, man. Just at any point, you don't have to say who had the squeaky toy power, but I
Oh
just
no, I'll
want
say it. I'll say it. I don't care.
to. Edgar doesn't have squeaky toy power, is I guess right. Even when he
He don't
didn't.
have devastating power either. Like I don't see how he knocked out those guys that quick. Like I'm like, damn, they must have matched him with some straight ducks. I mean, I got a chin. In my 17-year career, I only been knocked out one time. And that's by one of the biggest punchers in the division, and I'm too small to be a light heavyweight. But when they hit me, I'm like, I mean, I thought it was gonna be something like I thought it was gonna be something devastating. That's like he got to be playing because that's it.
But you legitimately had squeaky toy power actually hit at you. I just
Yep,
like when they say
yep.
anyone can get anybody out, like this person does he defy the rules? Don't say the dude's name, but
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm just trying to understand like is that analogy just
Yeah, we'll talk about that off. We'll talk about that off camera.
okay, but it exists. There's a guy that can't break
Yeah,
a grape in a fruit fight. Got it. But you got Edgar um being knocked out by Hamzat or just
yeah. I got
goes.
him getting. I got him getting stopped. If he go out there and he go out there and treat. But if I was fighting Berlanga, I would go right at him. I wouldn't even box. Like I'll go right at him to put in his head immediately that you're not a puncher. You're not a puncher, and you can't you punch hard enough to knock out a bum. But now you got somebody else will be throwing back at you and not worried about how hard you hit. If I was fighting Berlanga, that's how I would fight him. I would go right at him. Like I won't let him take no breathers. I'll make him punch. I'll make him punch and punch with him and just drown him. I mean, that would be my game plan if I was fighting him.
I know someone's gonna, definitely comment below like, well, I mean, he was able to get dropped by Canelo, get up and go 12. So how can Hamzat, who isn't a guy who fought at 168, be able to
Okay,
do that? And,
easy, easy because Canelo's not even really a 168 pounder. He went pro at what weight?
like I think at
47.
147, I think when he was, but he
Well,
was 15 at that
147.
time.
He's a blown up. That proves my point. He's a blown up a super middleweight and put Berlanga down. And put Berlanga down. Don't get me wrong. Canelo stopped Caleb too. But so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just that was just from exhaustion, being tired, getting tired. Berlanga got dropped for boom. Like it was the first and second round.
Yeah, one of the first or second,
Yeah,
yeah.
and if Canelo had a little bit more dog in him and he pressed the issue, he could have got Berlanga up out of there.
Mhm.
This kid, and this stylistically, this kid is way taller. You know what I'm saying? Fighting at a bigger weight, getting hit by guys that's good. Like this kid been tested, man. To stop ammo, and then come back and fight Carlos Adames. This kid has been tested. This kid has been in some tough fights.
So,
Berlanga had the easy road until he fought Canelo. He went the distance with Canelo, and everybody acting like that's why boxing. Everybody acting like that's an accomplishment to go the distance. At least he ain't get knocked out. What? He lost though. What are you talking about? People are telling us some crazy shit, man. Listen, if I fought Canelo and they said, "Oh," I would be ashamed of myself that I lost. I'm like, yo, don't praise me for going the distance with Canelo. And Berlanga fought like he was trying to go the distance. He wasn't like he just fought to say I went the distance with Canelo. I don't think he ever tried to win the fight.
so why do you think, that just out of curiosity, yeah, obviously we don't specifically know until we talk to him, but it seemed like Edgar was gonna go in a position of what he claimed was he's looking for the big fights. Munguia, even Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo. And it's not taking a shot at Hamza in any form of his boxing ability and things like that. But it's more of the I don't think he has the cachet, right? At least boxing in America, because the fight would be in New York. So
Yeah.
what outside of maybe money, do you think there's any other reason why he would take a Hamza fight? Because it caught me off guard where
You wanna know why? Because boxing is drying up. It's getting to the point they making boxing great again. It's getting to the point where they can't pick a bum off the street and say that's drinking a beer and say, "You want to box?" And you can find 30 people like that and you can knock them out. And then they say you the greatest Puerto Rican fighter and say you the next Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Boxing drying up. So now people want to see real fights. And especially he getting all that backlash from his last opponent. People are like, nah, he got to so he kind of like forced to do this. It's like, yo, so if he fight another bum, they're gonna be like, this kid a joke. So
but
now he gotta
why
fight
not
now he gotta fight somebody respectable.
But I guess I'm confused. Like, why not the Caleb fight? Because Caleb was adamant. Like, he was like he was, Caleb was just dog, like kind of saying crazy stuff. So why
Yeah,
didn't
because
I
you
fight
want why not
Caleb?
because they trying to build it up. They trying to build it up. Caleb looked good against this guy. Get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Then Caleb crushed Charlo. They building it up for to be a mega fight.
But you think his handlers think he's actually gonna get past Hamza? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's like he gets past Hamza. I mean, shoot, that might
It's
change your whole entire perspective of the Caleb and Edgar fight
yeah.
thing.
Listen, he get past hands. I'm like, oh, I was wrong about Berlanga. I doubt it. But like I'm going off the fights. I'm going off the fights. You know what I'm saying? Um, the kid hands is technically sound, good jab, good combinations, know how to move, know how to keep his hands up. Um, I can't see it. I could be for people in the comments. I could be wrong. I just can't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see it. Berlanga, he get past this kid. It's like, but what I think they doing, I think he had to go this route to try to get the rematch with Canelo.
I mean, I don't know. This is not like anything like. a super reputable. I mean, sports bet. Nah, I think I don't really see anything big time right now that is showing me odds, but it's showing that I think they favor Edgar as the favorite going into the
Of
fight.
course, they don't know shit. Of course, they don't know shit. Let's keep it real. Berlanga really lost to the kid Steve Rose. Let's keep it a beam. Who's a 60 pounder, who's really a 60 pounder. They made move up to 168. Come on, let's keep it real. Let's not act like he didn't get dropped on ESPN. That come on. Let's not act like this kid is like people is crazy, man. Like this kid is just someone for like please, like stop. If he all this, then why they matching him the way they matching him then? What they with his last fight?
I guess we'll have to see the fight because maybe hindsight, if he does blast Hamzat out of there, right? Then it's all
Listen,
everything.
I put my life that won't happen.
Oh,
That's how confident I am that won't happen. The only way that happened if they made a deal saying Hamzat, when he hits you, you go down, we give you extra $3 million.
no. You know,
That's the only way that happened.
I
But if I'm
mean,
going off straight boxing, straight raw, straight skills, Berlanga gets destroyed.
oh my lordy. This is why we got to see the fights, right?
This is exactly why we gotta see it out. Listen, I stand on everything I say. I don't
Awesome.
care who get mad. This is my opinion, and I think Berlanga gonna get destroyed.
Awesome. I mean,
And I listen, Berlanga's a cool dude. I ain't got no problem with him or nothing. I'm just saying, I can't see him. I just can't see him beating this guy. This guy use a jab. I look at the skills. I look at the skills, and I look at the opponents you fought. That's what I look at, and I look at how you beat him. Fighting Carlos Adames and then fighting Berlanga, that's a step down in competition. Berlanga is easy to find.
damn.
Adames is not. He fights low, good head movement, put combinations together. Don't throw nothing wild. Keep everything crispy and sharp. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me.
Well, I definitely know that if Edgar does get the knockout, I
You want to
think
bet he don't? You want to bet he don't?
I mean look, I need a little more time to really break it down. Like I haven't even used my brain cells, right? I think naturally it's an interesting fight. I think Edgar does have a puncher's chance. I've never been punched by Edgar, but I also think Hamzat has shown skills, but I guess he was kind of set up to beat Carlos Adames, right? So he goes up in weight. I
It don't
mean,
matter. It don't matter. He handled it. He handled it like a champion. Even though I thought he lost, but I didn't think he got lost by that much.
hey, but I'll tell you this, I wouldn't be surprised if Hamzat won either. I need time. I need time. Like I
You know what
need
I'm saying?
time.
I can't. I'm just keeping it real. I can't. I never was sold on Berlanga. When I first sparred with him, I was like, "This the kid." I wasn't sold. I'm like, okay, I guess that's hey.
But what about people say that Edgar has that size? Like, you know what I mean? He's like gonna be 200 pounds at the fight night.
He's gonna be a bigger. He gonna be a target too big to miss.